new to TMI Gifts, but I may be new to you. This is my first live event. I'm so excited to be here and so honored that I was asked. We're gonna have so much fun today, y'all. So, if you don't know, I'm from a little bitty town in North Carolina, and I traveled all the way here to Mississippi to be with these fine folks, and it's been so much fun. To those of you that were with us in person yesterday, a huge thank you. To those of you tuning in today, awesome, we're gonna have a great time. So, we are going to be making a grapevine wreath today, all right? And I like to try to speak to wreath makers that are on all levels. We all start somewhere, and I remember what it was like when I first started out. You don't know all the things. You don't have all the things. And so you improvise and you adjust, and as you grow, you learn. And so you're gonna see me do some things today, some tips and some tricks that I wanna share with you because I remember what it was like. So that's what we're gonna do. Remember today, there's amazing designers here. We do have the code. I know you have heard it, but we want you to take advantage of this, guys. TMI Gifts is normally 20% off, which is amazing. But for today at this virtual event, your code gets you 25% off, and that is a huge deal. So with the code Misty, MISTY20, you can get 25% off. Now, I know that you've been reminded of this, but we want you to get the most out of your money. So, if you order a kit, make sure that you separate that so that the shipping is off of that and use the code. Come back and shop later, fill up your carts with other goodies and take advantage of the code, and it'll work out better. It's cost savings, it's a great deal, so make sure that you are doing that. All right. We are going to do, I hope you don't mind, Tiff, but there's something I always do on my lives.
Let's do it.
I love how platforms expand us from all over, because it's a big place, y'all, and we get connected on these little screens. So I'm going to do roll call. Tiff, let me know. Give me a shout out. Where are some of our folks watching from? Once again, I'm from North Carolina, but I want to know, where are you from? So,
okay, first of all, while they're doing that shout out, I'm going to let you know. Barb said, can you speak up a little?
I can be real loud, Barb. Is that better?
But I can mic you if you want to be mic'd.
No, it's fine, but make sure that you are also turning up your device. Make sure they're turned up, but I can talk really loud. So hopefully that's better. They're hearing me all over the building now, Barb. So I hope that is better for you and that you can hear now. So
we got Washington State.
Woohoo! I love it.
We've got Tulsa,
Love
Chicago,
it.
Arizona, Louisiana.
Awesome.
We've got Apex, North Carolina.
That's close to me.
Ohio.
Yeah.
South
Okay.
Louisiana.
So do you see where we're going with this? You guys keep commenting, but isn't that amazing how we are all the way from North Carolina, Mississippi, California, Texas, Ohio? I always think that's really cool. All right. So what we're going to do is start to talk about this kit. Now, I picked something on purpose that's gorgeous right here. This is an all-state bell. And if you're just starting out, let me talk to you about this. Allstate is a wonderful brand, and this is priced so well in this kit. But a lot of people love bells. They want to use them, but they're so intimidated by them. Y'all, when I started out, I was too. I was so intimidated and scared to think, I will never be able to use a bell in my design. That is where you're wrong. It's progress over perfection. So when I do lives, I like to give lots of things called pearls, aka little wise tips, right? You can work with things like this. You can do things that seem really difficult. Stepping out of our comfort zone gives us growth. So let's attach this bell, and I'm going to show you a simple way to do it, all right? Zip ties, Chanel stems, floral wire, whatever is going to work best in your hand as the designer you can use. I have chosen to use zip ties, all right? We're gonna step up here on the platform. I love that I'm taller now. I just got a raise. Get it? Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and look how this is actually formed there. So when you place this on the grapevine, you're gonna need to go through this. Can you see, or do I need to pull this over here? You're good? All right, you're gonna wanna put this over here to attach, okay? No glue, no anything else, no mess, a bell and a zip tie. Are you following me so far? So when you're designing, you already have in mind how this is going to look as a finished product. So now we have to figure out, where do I want to position this on the wreath? And I know that I want it to be about right here. So you hold, you use the grapevine to your advantage. Take these zip ties and come through the grapevine over to the other side. And we're going to zip tie this right on. And it's okay for you to drop that now because you already have it where you want it. Pull. Y'all, in essence, that's all you had to do. Now I want to show you, was that hard? No. Is that difficult? Not at all. I'm a beginner. I'm scared of bells. I get that. Did you just see? We did it just like that. And if I can do it, you can do it too. So, use things like that. We're going to go ahead and flip this off.
Sharon would like to know how heavy you think that bell is.
It's so light. It is just a few ounces. So also, that's a great point. Be mindful of that. If a bell was heavier, realize that. That is weight on a grapevine. So you're going to notice as we design with this, I may tilt and twist a little bit, but this is a light weight. So it's not going to affect the design or anything like that. Great bell to use, great size. Size reference, that's my hand. All right, so that'll give you an idea of how big that bell is, so that when you're designing, you can kind of think about where you want that position, because I put it here, but in essence, if you wanted it a little taller, you could move it up a little bit, a little lower to hang, you could do that. Because listen, this is a wreath kit I put together, y'all, with things that I love, but it is your design, so you can make it how you want it to be. So don't forget that. So the bell was the inspiration for this piece, but we're going to move forward into something else, our bow. Now for time purposes today, I made the bow, but I want to talk to you about what those measurements look like and attaching that. Once we get this bow attached and the bell, that's the toughest part, and you've seen how easy that was. So we used gorgeous ribbons for this bow. All right, we have this 2.5 inch ribbon, wired. Look at the colors on this. Red and green, perfect for Christmas, holiday season. But I want you to notice something about the ribbon. It is directional, but I also want to encourage you that you do not have to be scared to use directional ribbon, okay? It works, it's easy. You just cut your tails separately and make your loops and you're done, all right? So we've used that, and we've also used this stunning 7/8 inch deluxe ribbon. Now, I want to know in the chat, talk to me a little bit. I want to hear from you. Have you used deluxe ribbon? Because as a designer, I love bougie ribbon. I love designer ribbon. But also, if you're starting out and you're like, I'm not sure that that's in the budget, this deluxe ribbon is a great medium point, and it's budget friendly. The wire in this is impeccable. This is comparable to a Ferris Silk or a D. Stevens, and it's less expensive. So it's a great way to have that experience in your hands and easy on the budget. Questions?
Melissa says, I'm a sucker for ribbon.
Yes.
Yashira said she's excited for this
Woohoo!
kit.
Yes.
We've got several people that are loving it, and they just say, give us all the Misty pearls.
You got all the pearls. Buckle up, y'all. We only have a little bit of time, Tiff. You might have to, if I get into all the pearls. But you know what? That is a valid point. You can always catch me on lives. I always give pearls as I design. So please follow me in all of the places, and I'll share even more pearls. But this deluxe ribbon, if you haven't tried it, this is a great ribbon line, and I highly encourage you to do so. All right, so the bow is made. It's 4 loops right here in this 2.5 inch ribbon. All right, I did these at approximately 6 inches in width. And then on this red deluxe ribbon right here, I came in just a little bit on that bow. So it's 5.5 inches. You can see the variation there. It's just a little bit. What does that do for a bow? Notice that it just adds character to it. You can see a little bit more of this ribbon. It just makes it look a little different. The tails are longer on purpose. I did that on purpose because in my design with this kit, we want those ribbon tails to kind of encompass that bell and give that beautiful wow factor. we're covering up the mechanics. You always hear about that wreath making. We don't want people to see how things are made and all the mechanics, so we're going to cover that up, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Guess what we're using again? Nothing difficult. A zip tie again. Do we have any questions, Tiff? I'm happy to pause at any time if there is.
But there's a lot of love.
A lot of love. Well, thank you guys. I appreciate that. I need all the love today. As a reminder, this is my first live event at TMI Gifts.
Misty, do you mind telling us about Pearl Circle?
I can talk about Pearl Circle all day long. So in June, on June 3rd, I started a Wreath community called the Pearl Circle. And that is where people who do this for a hobby that like to make beautiful things for their home, or people that are trying to make a business out of this, it is a community where we have help with business tips, websites, Etsy, because that can be tough. We talk about motivation, we have designs, we have all of those things that we do in there, and I teach. And I take the time, and you can talk back to me. It's one-on-one, and you interact with me. So you're not able to speak. I can hear you, you can hear me. We do it on a platform that is not on social media, and that is the beauty of that, is that we can actually interact with each other. And the best part of that, it is $15 a month. I wanted to keep that affordable for everyone. If you're starting out there again, and you're on a budget, you want to be able to be part of something where you can learn too. So I have been doing the Pearl Circle since June, and I picked a very special date for that Pearl Circle. I picked June 3rd, and the reason that I launched that then is because that is my 20th wedding anniversary. So we did that on purpose because the Pearl Circle is so special, just like my wedding anniversary. So
I would love it if everybody that's in Pearl Circle right now would drop us an emoji. What emoji do you think?
Hearts.
Hearts. Give us some
any
hearts.
color hearts. If you would drop some hearts in the chat, I would absolutely love that. Now I want to show you something. I'm going to change this on purpose, but I want to show you this for a reason. If you were one that wanted to build this bow right here and come down and around, you could do that. So you could have things hang down in the position here around the bow and build it this way. We don't see that often, but you could do that with your bow in this position. So I wanted to show that to you that way. I'm going to build it in a crescent, but I like to show you all of the variations that you can do when you're doing a wreath. So remember, you can attach it here, build around, and come down. I'm going to move it up just a little bit, but when you're doing kits, realize your spin can be put on it. You don't have to do it where I'm going to do it. I wanted to show you that you can lower the bow. Questions?
Where do they go to join Pearl Circle?
It is littleluxuriesnc.com. That is littleluxuriesnc.com. We have a great group of pearls. We have the best time in that group. We really do. They're a wonderful community, and we learn all kinds of things. And I always say, I don't know everything, y'all. So they teach me and I teach them. All right, let's do the design that I want to do, but that is an option with this bow that you could do to do it lower. All right, let's move this up. Any questions? Please ask. I always say that the only question that you should, there's no bad question that you just need to ask, because there's probably somebody that is wanting to know something that you were afraid to ask. So please, if there's something you want to know, you can interrupt at any time and ask me, Tiff. All right. Gotcha. We're going to come into this and attach this right here. I did also want to talk about, even though this is my very first wreath kit, I made wreath kits while I was here. So there are all kinds of wreath kits, guys, that you guys can shop, and they are beautiful. All of the designers, we have been working really hard to give you wreath kits. And it's different styles, different spins, farmhouse, bougie, centerpieces, all the things, swag. So make sure you check that out. Okay, this is the position of my bow now. And what I'm going to do is go in and fill in with greeneries. Now, here's something I will tell you about greeneries. I like to use several different ones so there's lots of texture. When you get this wreath kit, some of you may know, there's something really special about it. when I get home from Mississippi, I'm going to show you what to do with some of this stuff in addition to this grapevine wreath. I'm going to show you a lantern swag, an additional bow, because something that I always hear with wreath kits is, what do I do with this extra ribbon? What do I do with the extra supplies? And I want to show you what to do. So in essence, when you're purchasing a wreath kit from me, I'm going to show you other products you can make. You can take this if you're trying to do business to craft shows and things of that nature, or if you're doing this to beautify your own home, you can add things to your front porch and all of the things out of one wreath kit. So don't sleep on that. And I've tried to do that with every kit that I have made that will be able to do additional products. All right, so now we're going to start to build out greenery. All right, so let me separate this out so that you can see exactly what you're getting in this kit. And it's a lot of greenery, but this is going to make a huge statement piece. And I'm going to apologize in advance because we're going to jingle all the way today with this bell kit. So just bear with me. But it is fourth quarter kickoff. And you know what? Christmas will be here before we know it, y'all. So, all right. We're going to go ahead and start with eucalyptus. Let me tell you something that I like. When I am doing a wreath, sometimes we think, well, I'm not going to use that because that's more of a spring or a summer. But with greeneries, we can get real creative. Yes, this can go in spring and summer designs, but it can go in holiday designs as well. So think about that. When you're using greeneries, don't be scared to use some that are considered spring or summer. I'm just dipping this in, and I'm going to go ahead and come right around and come right into my grapevine. All right, just like that. And I'm starting to just build down. Now this is going to make sense. You're going to have to trust the process, okay? But it's going to make sense when you see this. We're going to continue to build and build on this. All right.
Question.
Yeah.
If I only had a glue gun, could I use a glue gun?
Absolutely.
Okay.
You can do it. Now here's the deal. With a glue gun, be careful. Just a dab will do you. I always say that, a dab will do you. Just like in a glue pot. You don't have to go in here and get crazy and have all kinds of glue. A little bit will do you, okay? So we're just dipping in and putting this into the grapevine. All right? Building around. Building around. We're going to continue to build. All right. I have so many cameras pointed at me, y'all. I'm like, where do I look? So if you see me looking over here instead of over here, that's what it is. There's a lot going on here. But can I tell you something? These ladies at TMI Gifts are incredible. They are amazing. And you need to support them, y'all. They work their tails off in the warehouse and all of the things. When we're putting these kits together, they don't stop. We're working, but they're back there. They're sweating and they're putting in all the hard work and making everything.
Now, you've been working real hard this week.
It's a little hot in Mississippi. It's a little hot. But you know what? We've had some beautiful weather too. It was a cooler morning here. I love fall. And you know what? There was a breeze of fall here. So I was warned that it may be real hot, real bad, and all the things. But the truth of the matter is, there was a cool breeze this morning. And you could have even put on a jacket and been comfortable. So it really felt like fall. We're going to continue to put in greenery. I have a question for those in the chat. What kind of wreaths and what kind of kits do you want to see from us? What are some things that you would like? Centerpieces, swags. What are your thoughts? What would you like to see us have here at TMI Gifts in these wreath kits that we're doing? All right, we're going to continue to just build around this greenery, guys. All right. Build it around. Can everybody still hear me good? Okay. Sound good? Sound check?
Sounds doing good.
All right, good.
Over the door swags.
Over the door. Okay, we could definitely do that.
Centerpieces.
Yes.
Of all sizes.
Okay.
Nutcrackers.
Oh, hey, I'm going to do a nutcracker.
Mailbox swags.
Awesome. Perfect. I can tell you that I do have something in the works. One of the future kits that we're going to be doing, we are going to be working with something that will go all the way from Christmas through winter, all the way through. And I know a lot of times I hear, I just don't have time to change things up. I need something that's going to last a little bit longer. And so one of the things that I always say is, you know what, let's put some snowflakes in there and let's do some stuff that'll work all the way through for New Year's and all of the things at one time. So we're building this up. Do you guys realize something? This is one of these. Look what's in this kit. So we have a lot that we can use with this. Are we doing good on time? We are. Okay, you guys keep me on track for sure. We're going to go ahead and put this in. Now next up after me is going to be Lindsay. Lindsay's doing something cool. I did see that I picked out some wonderful things. All right, we're going to put this aside. And what I'm going to do is come back to this and fill in at the end.
Kimberly Johnson just signed up for Pearl Circle.
Woohoo! Welcome to the Pearl Circle, Kimberly. I appreciate you. I can't wait. There'll be all kinds of stuff coming out. Welcome video and all the things. And I can't wait to have you as a Pearl and show you some neat stuff. So if you're in the Pearl Circle right now and you're watching, do me a favor. Will you please give Kimberly a warm welcome into the Pearl Circle? I would love that if you would show her some love. We are a very supportive community and we all start somewhere. So whether you're a seasoned veteran wreath maker or if you're just starting out, there's room for you in the Pearl Circle. So
Driftwood Hill Design said definitely all winter season
Yes.
wreaths are fantastic.
that is Julie, Miss Julie. Absolutely. I hear you on that and I second it. Plus I'm so busy. I have a double door entrance at my home. So not only do I have to make one wreath, I have to make two. So I don't know what in the world I was thinking. But all right, pro tip. Let me give you something. Do you guys notice something that I'm doing? This pick comes like this. All right. In essence, you could clip this, spin this, and put it in and it would be beautiful. I like to actually take the Greenery picks apart and to be able to put them where I want to put them and make all of this come to life, bend and do, and just make this even more beautiful. So that's what I like to do. And I have the pine cones. Now something that I have in my shop that's not here, and that's okay, is a steel picks machine. Does anybody use a steel picks machine in their designs? What you can do with that is make the stems longer and do all the things. I don't have that with me today, so that's why you see me being very strategic about how I'm pulling these apart and making sure I leave some length. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I will say that I need to see that because I,
Yes.
as a person that typically doesn't make
Yeah.
wreaths and want to make a wreath, I would need to know
Perfect.
how to do that without a steel pick machine.
I'll tell you what, after this, when I'm back home in my shop, how about I do a little video and show you how to use the steel picks machine, how we do that into grapevines and all of the things and how it can benefit you. Now let me talk to you about a steel picks machine just a little bit. It's an investment. If you're just starting out and you're not sure, you might want to wait, but there's an alternative to do wood picks. You can get them and actually use them with the wire, the floral wire hanger that comes on them, and not have to invest in a steel picks machine right away. So don't think I can't do this otherwise. That's not true, but that's a great point. I can show that when I'm at home in North Carolina. I can show you how to do that.
Your Pearl Circle members are
Yes.
just welcoming.
Oh,
welcoming
love
Kimberly,
it.
so
Thank
sweet.
you. That is awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Kimberly, I can't wait. I can't wait.
And they love, a lot of them have a pick machine and they love it.
They do love it. I know that some of them do have that steel picks machine. They use it a lot. And so it has been a game changer, but it took me some time to get it. That's not something that I started out having. It was something that I had to work my way up to, and that's okay. Until you can use it and do it, we do what we have to do. This greenery right here is realistic. It feels real and all of the things. So in this kit, when you get it, all of the greeneries are like that real touch. They're high quality. So you're really gonna love working with that for sure. All right. How's it looking already? See, it's filling in, and we have so much in this kit that we're going to be able to do. Are we liking it? Do we like in our grapevines, typically, if you do make grapevines, do you normally do full grapevine coverage? Do you do crescents? What is your favorite way to make a grapevine? What is your style to make? Because on a grapevine, it's very versatile, and there are many, many ways for you to be able to design with this. We're continuing to go around and fill this in. Any questions?
I've got a question about a garland, but it is letting her know right now.
Okay,
but
perfect.
they are just giving all the love. They're still talking about the Pix machine, and they are saying it was
Okay,
a
well,
best
if you got,
investment.
you know what? We'll just keep designing, and you just keep chatting amongst yourselves. That is totally fine with me for that to happen. That's wonderful.
Let's see what we got. They said it looks amazing already.
It looks amazing already. We've got so much more to go in here. So,
Melissa said, "Hi from New Hampshire. Cara is sort of my neighbor."
well, hello, and Cara's here, and she's a rock star. I've got to spend some time with Cara, and she is amazing. I can't wait for you guys to see what she's going to design. It is. Oh my gosh, Cara is listening. She's back there. So, but yes, there's some good stuff coming up. How about Kayla's wreath? That was gorgeous, guys. Was that not incredible? We're continuing to tear this apart. All right. We're going to go ahead and dip right into the glue pot. And literally what I'm doing right now is just building out how I want this grapevine to be. That is what I'm doing. I'm just forming the outside, and that's really easy to do. Then you just go in and fill it in and make it what you want. But I want this shape to be right here. Now, pro tip for a beginner wreath maker. You're thinking, how in the world are we going to do this? I don't know where to start. I don't know how to do this. Here's something you can do. Right here. You can put your arm up and say, that's where I'm going to build. That's where I'm going to keep my grapevine. That's where my greenery is going to go. So if you're just starting out, don't get overwhelmed on a grapevine about where things go. Follow the grain of the grapevine and use your arm as a reference. And then we're not going to build anything out over here on this side. So when you're starting out and don't know exactly where you want it to be. Ooh, whoa, I heard that. You guys may not have heard that, but I heard that. But that's a way that you can stay within the grapevine and have it be beautiful.
Carol says, I love the bells, but they are often heavy and it weighs the wreath hanger.
Right.
The wreath hangs.
And that is something that I hear all the time. And that's one of the things that I love about this bell. It is not heavy. It's large in size, so it's beautiful to your eye. There again, size reference just like we did. It's about the size of my hand. It is not heavy. So it's not shifting the design. I've got this crooked on the hook, and at the end I'll adjust it. But that is not a heavy bell. That doesn't even weigh a pound. It is literally very light, but it's a great size right here. And who doesn't love a jingle bell? That just screams Christmas and holiday season for sure.
Sandy said she had to walk away for a minute, but she wanted to know what size grapevine this was.
This is an 18-inch round grapevine that is in this kit. Now listen, there's something beautiful when you're doing grapevines with greenery. You can make this work in an oval grapevine as well. TMI Gifts has oval grapevines. Just saying, shout out, you could definitely do an oval and build out. And don't forget, we have some products left over. So you could kind of use that if you decided to get a grapevine from them in a different size. You could definitely use that as well.
Yvonne said that keeps it balanced. Start with the bell first. And
that's exactly what we did. That's right. And that was kind of the inspiration, and that's how I do things. When you are doing a wreath and you are trying to find, where do I start? Do a focal point. For me in this design, it was this lovely bell. For you, if you're not using a bell, it might be your ribbons or it might be a sign. But go ahead and think about that focal point and put it on for the bell. That's where I wanted to start because I'm building this entire design based on where this bell is. That's a great point. And yes, it fixes the balance issue because you know where it's going to be and you can adjust as you need. Great point, Yvonne. Great point. All right. I want to show you something. We still have this that we're working with. That's one bush. Guys, look at how full this is. Are we loving it?
I love the oval grapevine, says Beverly. The bells are the best sellers for everyone I know.
Absolutely.
And I had a lady ask, let's see, she said that she wanted to know if you had a store online. I assume she was talking to you.
Okay.
About knowing where to purchase your wreaths.
Yes, I do have an Etsy shop, Little Luxuries NC, that you can certainly shop designs. If you're somebody that says, you know what, I just want to have something already made and I don't want to do it myself, you can certainly do that. So yes, indeed, that is an option for if you want to do that. All right, breaking up these picks. And it can be a little tough to do that. So if you need to, wear gloves, because sometimes this can be tough to maneuver. So I do have some gloves at home. If it's a pick that's kind of tough on your hands, you can certainly do that when you're taking these apart. Do you see how easy that comes apart? And you're able to place this and put it where you want. Pro tip, do you see how this pretty much determines where that greenery would be? So if I didn't take this apart, this is what it's going to look like, which is beautiful. But I don't want it to look like that. I want to put things where I want it to be. So we actually broke this apart, and that's why we do that, so that we can form this the way that we want it to be rather than how the stem or the bush comes. All right, we're gonna go ahead, do some more pine cones, and I'm equally spacing pine cones out. All right, we have huge pine trees in North Carolina, so there's gonna be pine cones pretty soon everywhere. And we have beautiful fall weather too, which pine cones will be out changing leaves and all the things. All right, I want the pine cones to be visible. I'm gonna come over here to the side and put this in. All right.
Sherry, I'm not real sure. Spears purchased the kit.
Yay! Thank you so much. There's gonna be that additional stuff. So please, truly make sure you're following me in all the places, because I'm gonna be showing you what to do with some of these extra things that's in the kit. So that is incredible. I know you're gonna enjoy that. Another kit that I made, we always have to think ahead. So guys, I know that we're gearing up and we have fourth quarter event. We're doing all things Christmas and holiday. I'm getting ready for Valentine's Day in some of those kits. It's kind of crazy to be playing in hearts back there, but I was.
You only have 3 kits available.
Woohoo! Thank you guys. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate that. Like I said, this is my first live event. Total transparency. This is the first time I've had an audience of any kind, so it's kind of neat. So I appreciate that. I am normally in my wreath shop by myself, so this is a new experience, and I do appreciate that love. I appreciate that very much. Reminder that it is a great time with the 25% off that TMI Gifts is offering. It is a wonderful time to shop.
Beverly wants to know, what are your favorite tools that you use while designing?
Oh, that's a great question. At home, I have my Steel Picks machine, a good pair of these. Now listen, let's talk about this. You can have nippers. These cut through thicker stems, and we have to protect our hands. Arthritis, years of dentistry, whatever that looks like for you, you have to make sure that you're taking care of them. So this is spring loaded. That is important in tools that you're using spring loaded. It is easier when you're cutting the stems. And then good pair of scissors is a must, has to be sharp, and zip ties. I would say, I know that's a lot of tools, but nothing too crazy, but I have to have all of that for sure. That was a great question, for sure. All right. I don't know about you wreath makers that are in the chat, but how many times do you mess with your ribbon tails? For me, it's at least a couple hundred times. Then we got to do the glamour shots, and we mess with them a couple more hundred times. So,
Carol wants to know if there's any advice on how to read ribbon descriptions to know if the wire is of good strength.
honestly, yes and no. Deluxe, I want to show you something. Look at that. Look at the bend in that wire. It stays. Look at this. Right here. Not as strong, still beautiful. So brand is a great way to determine the wire strength. but also sheer ribbon that you can see through. It's beautiful, but realize that ribbon is not going to be as strong as when you're working with canvas or something like that. Of course, all of your higher end luxury brand ribbons like Ferris Silk, D. Stevens, you don't ever have to question that. They're going to have that good wire in it. But sheers, that can be tough. Canvas is normally a great bet to use for a ribbon. And like I said, that deluxe line, there's no doubt that is going to have a great wire in it. And it's going to be amazing. So, because I do like wired ribbons. There's some designers that love to work with unwired ribbon. It's not me. I think things are beautiful, but I definitely prefer wired ribbon. All right. These are great questions, and I absolutely love that you are asking. I love to give feedback, so please keep that up.
Oh, Joanne said, I ordered Cara's kit earlier today, and I just ordered this one.
Oh, yay! Thank you. Thank you for supporting my friend Cara, and thank you so much for supporting me. And ultimately, thank you for supporting TMI Gifts. They are amazing. I got to shop myself. Y'all, can we shop?
You gonna have
I'm gonna have to
girl.
shop this sale. I mean, 25% off. I need some goodies. I'm just saying, there are so many amazing products here. I'm telling you, I've got to take the time to fill up. I don't know, it's not going to be just one cart. We listen and we don't judge. I got to fill up some
Good
carts.
thing you're driving.
I know, I did. I drove. My drive was about I'm 9.5 hours away from home, but I'm glad because guess what? There's limited space on the plane. I can load up my car. I like that idea. How many of you have already bought something from TMI Gifts? And if you have, what is your favorite thing that you're waiting to get? It doesn't have to be a wreath kit. Did you buy a greenery piece, a berry? Did you buy something that is not for Christmas or winter? Let me hear it. What is something that you have purchased and you are so excited to see?
Lily wants to know, how do you determine how long your ribbon tail should be?
That's a great question. You can literally hold up your ribbon and just judge it before you cut it. Now, pro tip, if you cut ribbon too short, Houston, we have a problem. Meaning we can't get that ribbon back. So it's better to cut it a little bit longer than it is for it to be too short. But I literally hold it up to the wreath base that I'm working on and kind of get a feel for how I want it to be in length. Typical length sizes depend on the design, but most of the time a 12-inch tail is a good start and 6-inch loops, okay? Another great question. You guys are really paying attention, for sure. All right.
Did you say 16-inch loops?
I said 6-inch.
I was like,
Don't
what?
do, unless you are decorating something ginormous, do not do 16-inch loops. Let's do 6-inch loops, TF. Oh, my mercy, yeah. All right.
Christina said she got 2 kits today.
Woohoo! No.
Southern Decor said the David Christopher Blue Velvet ribbon.
Oh, yes. Let's have a moment, please. That stuff is I need to put that in my cart. They have some of that here, and I definitely need to shop and put some of that. Hey, we have ribbon taste that's common. How many of you are loving that smoke blue this year? And I want to do something with that. You could use that smoke blue in gold or silver, guys. Holy moly. That's
Beverly
beautiful.
said, I can't wait to visit TMI Gifts. I'm already hoping I can get there this month.
Beverly, come on. They would love to see you this month.
Yes.
You should come and see them.
And Beverly, please let us know so that we know when you come in to
Yes.
look for you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, we're still going and filling in. Are we doing good on time, Tiff?
I believe so. Let me check it. Let me look and see. Let's see. You're doing great on time.
Awesome.
You're doing awesome on time, actually.
Very good.
I'm going to set this right here too. But ladies that are coming this month, we do have an annual sale. So I'm just going to leave that there for everybody. It's September the 22nd through the 27th.
Awesome. Now, what does that mean? Annual sale once a year. Does that mean they come in? Is there special stuff going on? What?
See, I'm going to let you tell.
What's that about?
We have a Christmas sale every single year. It's mainly started out for our businesses, like wholesale businesses, and which continues that way. But we are open Monday through Saturday. We're gonna have markdowns, new stuff, and we used to only be open on Saturday, once in September. But now we do a bunch of fun stuff. So.
Awesome.
But yeah, everybody needs to come. It'll be the whole week thing. I think that Nautical Wednesday will be back. So.
And this is something else. This just prompted me to say something else too. Let's just say that you're like, I would love to come to TMI in person. It's just not in the cards for me. They recently have an app that is incredible. And they do live sales 2 times a week. The app is for Android and Apple. And when they do those live sales, guys, the sales are amazing. And if you want stuff, you can very easily add it to your cart on that app and check out to make sure that you get it, because it's first come, first serve. But you can check out. It's been insane. That is the best way if possible to shop TMI Gifts. If you can't be here in person, I highly encourage you download the app and use it that way. It has been a game changer for me with shopping for sure.
Carol said, I think the kits helped me a lot not to waste money on supplies.
Yes.
And it's helped me how to learn how to put projects together.
Carol, yes, absolutely. And this is for beginning wreath makers, intermediate wreath makers, all the way to advanced. It takes all the guesswork out of it. The ribbon combos are already there, because when you're making wreaths, sometimes the hardest thing is, how do I put something together? I don't know what goes together. And this is a great way to already have it done and teach you how to do it. So absolutely, that is a valid point on wreath kits. And you know what? I'm a wreath maker, but I love wreath kits. And I've been doing this a long time, and I still like to have wreath kits. So
Shira said, I cannot wait to visit again.
awesome, Yashira.
Beverly said, I will have a precious little red-headed boy with me. So y'all watch.
Oh,
Nicole said, the TMI ladies are some of the nicest people I've ever met. 100% recommend visiting in person. Oh,
1,000%, if that's even a thing.
We are so
1,000%
blessed.
recommend. Listen, what you guys see is truly what you get. This Southern hospitality is real. They are incredible. From the moment I walked in here, I felt the love. And it was a warm welcome. And I am going to be so sad to leave them. I really am. But
we're going to get you back here again.
I hope you'll get me back here.
Absolutely.
Y'all, let them know you want me back here. I have loved every minute of this visit, and I have appreciated the opportunity. And I've appreciated the love. I am the newbie in this group. Do you guys know how stressful it can be with this lineup designers that's been here, and Cara and all of that? I mean, they are incredible. And I have to be the newbie coming in and designing alongside of these ladies. The pressure is real. They have loved me too, and it has been a joy being with them. But whoa, I have some big shoes.
Girl, we appreciate you.
Absolutely.
You've been such a joy. If y'all ever meet Misty in person, she is just the light of the room.
Oh, you're so sweet, Tiff. But the feeling is mutual. Really and truly, they're amazing here. So yes, visit TMI Gifts, and they'll be looking for that sweet little redhead boy coming in too. So I know they'll love to have you. All right, cutting up the pine cone. Look, we used all that, and then we're going to move on to some more jingle bells. So it's the bells, right? We have to have some bells in this kit.
They're saying, we want more Misty.
Yay! Awesome. Thanks.
Sue said your wreath is very full and well balanced with the width of your bow.
Thank you so much for that compliment. I appreciate it. And you know what? I don't have as much room here, but I always step back. Another thing you can do, pro tip. We're giving these pro tips, aka pearls, right? We step back and look. And remember, you can hold up your arm. Make sure you're staying in that line right here. That's a great way to do it, okay? All right, let's set this.
Yes. Said, you have done an amazing job, Misty, and you would never know this is your first time here.
Thank you so much. I so appreciate that, love, and that is a huge compliment, and I appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I really do. All right, so here are the different textures. all on this pick. Jingle bells, and I'm going to show you how to do this. Once again, continuing to break this apart. And we'll use this in a later project. You're going to see it again on that lantern swag. So, all right. I'm having to be real careful, y'all. That would not be a really good first live visit to TMI if I missed that step. So notice I'm trying to pay attention. It's a little bit different than being in your old shop. I wish that you guys could actually feel this and see this better. Look, the life to that. I just wish that we could come through the screen and you could feel how real this is. All right. Going right into this. And there's also on this pick, just a touch of white. It almost looks like it's kissed by snow. And I think that's really pretty. And right here, this eucalyptus, it's got that hint of white. And I think that's absolutely beautiful too. And then the red berries tie in perfectly with the jingle bells. So we're jingling all the way. All right, not kit related. Who's already Christmas shopping? Y'all be real with me. Is there anybody already Christmas shopping? Do you early shop? Or what's going on here? Do you already have stuff wrapped? And y'all be real. Are you one of those? Or are you somebody that's pushing around the cart on Christmas Eve going through the aisles?
Joanne said, I like to take pics as I go. It's easier to see holes.
Yes. And honestly, at the end, what I normally do is step back. I will take a picture, and you're exactly right. You can see where you need to fill in and adjust. Now notice, you just start to turn that a little bit.
Angela said, I'm already shopping.
Already shopping, woohoo! Love it. I'm gonna shop too. I really am. Also, these berries are the nice berries. Do you know what I mean? They have the real touch on them. They're like glossy. You get some berries and they'll fall apart or they chip easily. That's not what this is. This is a great berry that's in this pick. All right. Continuing to fluff these ribbon tails. I told you that I would touch them a bunch of times, and I have kept my promise. And we are continuing to fill around on this wreath.
Driftwood said, I have already started Christmas shopping.
Julie, I figured you had.
And Ginger said, I have been shopping for a while.
You've been shopping for a while. Right. Hey, that's the smart thing to do if you can get it done, right?
And Nicole says she has no clue what to buy for her kids.
That's always a hard thing, getting it. We can pick out the ribbons and the things for ourselves. Sorry, I'm about to destroy this nail. Y'all.
Let us know if you need us to bring it out.
I will. Guys, when you're working outside your shop, struggle's a little bit real. But we're going to make it work. This is real live. This is real live. All right.
I can't even think about Christmas shopping.
Continuing to fill in with berries. Now here's something that I always like to do when I'm designing. I like to lift up my ribbon tails and make sure that I've got stuff under the ribbon tails as well, and I'm filling in, because if this gets wind on it or it shifts and moves, I don't want there to be a gaping hole right there. It happens when our wreaths are outdoors, so I always make sure that I'm putting stuff under there as well. So you're going to notice as I'm designing that I am doing that. Who is going to decorate, if you're watching, who's going to use finial ornaments this year to decorate? Because we do have some beautiful finial ornaments here at TMI Gifts. We have flocked. There's some back there that are not, but who likes to use finial ornaments? And better yet, who likes to use finial ornaments in a wreath or a swag? Have you done that? I would love to know.
Stephanie placed an order using your code.
Thank you, Stephanie. I appreciate that so much. The love and support really means so much to me. And thank you for supporting my friends at TMI Gifts too.
We appreciate each and every one of you guys, and it is amazing to be able to meet these designers and just see them in person and watch them and their creativity as they build these kits for you guys.
We have a good time together. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff, but there's a lot of shenanigans, but there's a lot of love within these walls for sure. So I'm stepping, do you see I'm not stepping back? I'm kind of tilting back. That's my way of looking and seeing where I want to fill in.
Green-eyed butterfly design said she ordered some finials yesterday.
Amber, woohoo! That is Amber. And yes, I love working with them in the swag. And you know what? It's not a finial, but this just reminded me of something. They have those large Christmas bulbs at TMI. And that's my next project that I'm going to do for myself. I got some of those large Christmas light bulbs that I'm going to put in a 30-inch swag. They do have those here in different colors. That's going to be the next thing that I do for my own shop. And I got those supplies here at TMI Gifts. So
Debbie said, I've never bought a finial until yesterday, and I bought about 6 yesterday.
woohoo! Now is this the Debbie, Miss Debbie? You were here in person, and I got to hug Debbie's neck. It was so awesome to meet you in person and hug you. So I was so glad you were here. And I seen that cart. And I have to say, she went, Mama Sharon, she said, I'm in here to get some everyday stuff. Now, Debbie, I've seen a lot of things in your cart, not judging that we're not everyday stuff. It's hard to resist stuff when you're at TMI Gifts because they have all the things for all the holidays. But she definitely picked up some pretty stuff. And so I was so excited to meet Miss Debbie. And guess what? Miss Debbie's one of my pearls. So that made it even more sweet to be able to hug her neck.
Was that the first time y'all met?
That is the first time we had met in person. And it was really sweet. I got to meet a lot of my pearls in person.
Good.
They traveled to see me, guys, from all over. They jumped on planes and car rides and all the things to be here and see me yesterday. And that warmed my heart. That was so sweet and so special to have them come in and take the time with me. And there's nothing like seeing someone in person versus a screen. So that was really special for sure. We will hold this closer. I know that cameras never do justice to this. The lights never do justice, no matter how hard everybody tries. But we'll hold this close so that you can really see all the textures and details in this. But while we're working, I have to turn it because I put into this and twist. Look at how that bell is such a statement piece in this grapevine. I'm loving it. We're going to continue to go around. What's one of your favorite greeneries? From me, I love pine, the Norfolk pine, and then there's also the soft cedar spray. And I did put some of that in future kits from TMI. That soft cedar spray is gorgeous. And so I did use some of that in a couple of the kits. So that's some of my favorite greeneries to use. And it's on this pick for sure. All right. Stepping back, I always look to try to get some of the color equally spaced throughout. Got some berries here, here, here. I want to come down here and add some berries too so that they're equally spaced. That's important too. When you're building a wreath, you want to make sure you've got the colors throughout. All right. Working with those tails again, we're going to put this last little piece here.
Lake Breeze Crafts Co.
That's
someday I will get to hug your neck with a heart.
Yes, Teamy, you will. You will definitely get to hug my neck, and I look forward to that. Absolutely, I do. I'm sorry you couldn't be here with us, but next time for sure we'll plan.
Kimberly said she loved to use the rose leaves.
Oh, that's the other thing. The rose leaves are here. Guys, they have that in multiple colors. And I did find out that they are going to get more in stock for sure. All right. That's good. If you have ever used the ficus comes in multiple colors, okay? The rose leaves, the textures on the edge of those leaves, perfection. Very similar to the ficus family, but so much better in my opinion. All right. Yes. I'm like, is that 5 minutes or is that a question? Did you see me?
Somebody sitting here might have purchased the kit, but now I'm scared. Am I gonna be able to make that bow?
Absolutely. Hey, that in case you missed that, listen, in case you missed that, look into my eyes. Don't be scared. This was made off camera. I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm going to record a video for you. Do not be afraid to make this bow. It's easy peasy. I will do step by step. I will show you how to do it and guide you through it for sure. You can find that on my YouTube channel and all the places, but I'm going to show you how to make this bow. I promise. And don't let it intimidate you. You can do it. I promise.
Tiffany's asking that as she was making bows for people yesterday.
Tiffany, are you serious right now? Come on, sis.
I don't know.
You can do
I
it.
caught her at the bow bar making bows
Are you kidding me right now? That's funny,
for
but
people in stores. So she's gonna be.
I get nervous.
Tiffany can make the bows. Uh-oh, that's no.
I am a sucker for some bells, and this is just giving me all the feels.
All the feels. You're liking it. I sure am glad. I like it too. I think it's gorgeous. And, you know, there was someone on here earlier that talked about having double doors. And my home, I have double doors. And I will mirror this. If I was doing this wreath, I like them mirrored. That's personal preference. But you would build on this side, just like you've seen me do. On a mirrored wreath, I would build on this side. And my bow would be opposite. It is a gorgeous look on a double door entry. So, I mean, you could get 2 kits and do double doors. And I'm sure that's what that individual may have done. I'd love to know, if you purchase those 2 kits, is it for double door entrance? Or are you going to do 2 separate wreaths and put them in 2 separate places? Yes.
Zanaya said, I love the jingle sound of the bell. Not
Yes.
all bells are created equal.
That's, oh my word.
That's
Yes.
true.
Just like not all ribbons are created equal, not all greenery is created equal, not all bells are created equal. So you are absolutely right with that. That's a great point.
We only have 2 kits left.
Woohoo! 2 kids left!
Y'all, that is awesome.
Thank
Y'all
you
are
so much.
amazing.
A heartfelt thank you. I would be remiss if I didn't take time to say thank you for the love and the support. Thank you. This is my very first wreath kit, guys. I've not done wreath kits before. So this is a huge deal for me. And you guys are loving it, which I really do appreciate it. Did you just say my first wreath kit? My very first wreath kit. It's true.
It is
My very
gorgeous.
first wreath kit.
Yeah,
So.
I'm a bell lover.
Okay, so we're going to continue to build here. And I love how flowy this is, right? Let's remember something. Spread this out. These picks are amazing. You can make it do what you want it to do, right? Think about in nature. I say this often. Nothing's like perfectly straight. Things have life and so can your wreaths. Bend those stems. Make it where you want it to be. And listen, one of my lines that I use all the time is, when in doubt, rip it out. Nothing has to be permanent. I haven't put it into glue. Go ahead and place it in here without glue and just experiment and work with it without the glue. All right? And if you don't like it, rip it out, try again. So just remember that. Don't be intimidated by that. All right.
I call this like a value wreath, because you were talking about bows for lanterns, right?
Yes. Yes.
And like you win a lot with this wreath.
Yes. We've got leftover, and I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you how I'm not going to show you how to do it. We're going to do that at home. We don't have enough time. But with the product that's left over, that was intentional. I want to show you more things that you can do with this in your home decor. Or, hey, if you bought this and you're thinking about taking this to a craft show and you're going to sell it, or whatever your plan is with this, you'll have more items that you can actually sell at your shop. So that was intentional thought. I wanted you to get more for your money. So I'm glad that you are seeing that.
Melissa said, I ordered one, love it.
Woohoo, Melissa. Thank you so much. That means so much to me. I'm glad that you guys are liking the kit.
They're also saying you are doing such a great job.
I appreciate the kindness and the love. I really, really do. It's different being out of your shop, but you know what? You pivot and you do it.
And you're doing an amazing job.
Good, thank
You
you.
are
I
just-
appreciate it.
I'm telling you, you're a breath of fresh air. You're just so sweet.
Oh,
and so
thanks,
kind.
Tiff. Thanks, Tiff.
Green Eye Butterfly said, you did such an amazing job and the wreath is beautiful.
Thank you.
It's a chalk thing, says love a bang for the buck.
Woohoo! Bang for the buck. That's right. Hey, every little bit counts. Y'all, I promise this wreath is not doing that. I am on a nail. I do not have a hook on here, and I'm not on a wreath stand. So please
looks
know,
good from mine,
please
though.
know that is why this is doing that. It has nothing else to do with anything other than that. All right. Also on this pick right here, that lighter shade, when you actually combine that with the darker tones of this greenery, it comes together so nicely. So nicely. All right, I'm gonna follow my own advice, kind of look back. I'm gonna put another red berry over here as well. There's a rumbly in my tumbly. I just realized I have not had lunch. I'm hungry. Oh, that's not right. We have been busy. Guys, we have been so incredibly busy. Okay. Gonna put that there, and I'm gonna show you something to do with these smaller ribbon tails that makes it easy peasy to curl and do. So, all right, one more berry up here. Our glue pot is smoking away. It's gonna get a lot of use today. Just like that. Okay, I want to show you something that you can do that's easy peasy to make these ribbon tails curl. Okay.
I just love how you put the bell thing in.
Oh,
I
thank you.
just
Well,
have to say-
listen,
I think that is so stunning.
Lindsay, thank you. There's
Stunning.
a nail right here, and so it continues to it's not on a hook, and I'm like, I promise, it's gonna hang really well for you. It really is on your door. But let me show you a little trick. It's gonna sound crazy, but just listen to this. You know how you see curled ribbons, and you're thinking, I don't really know how to do that. You can take something like a Sharpie, like this, marker or pen, and I'm gonna show you a little trick with something you have laying around the house. You can take this ribbon, Lux ribbon. It already has a beautiful wire in it. And watch this. Just like this, you can curl around and watch what happens. You can start to form as much or as little as you want on these curls by using something like a Sharpie marker. So, just twist around it. Twist, twist, twist. Well, here we go. Just like this, and then you just release it, and you've curled.
Oh, that's so
You have curled just like that. We used a Sharpie marker, guys. You could use a pencil, a pen. So if you're not comfortable and you're starting out, you can't twist it with your fingers, use a pen. You got arthritis, all the things. Use a Sharpie or a pen and twist your ribbon. I'll do this side too. You do not have to do that. That's another option. As a designer, you can decide to leave the ribbon tails straight and not curl them. You can certainly do that. But I'm going to curl up this other side and show you what that looks like. All right.
Debbie said when she saw you had a kit that she about tripped over air trying to get to
Aw,
order it.
Debbie, I appreciate that. I appreciate the love and support. Miss Debbie makes gorgeous designs. That is for sure. So we're going to go ahead, do this to this side as well. All right. Do this, and then take a step back. I'm going to have to take a step back, guys, and make sure
Carol
that
said,
I can
great
look at
tip
this
for the
looks."
ribbon.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, let me show you something with the wreath kit too. Do you see the leftovers? We're going to be able to take these leftovers and do things with it. A lantern swag. We're going to be able to build out other bows. We're going to be able to do all of the things with some extra stuff. Where are we with time?
You are good.
I'm
you
doing
have
good.
Got plenty of time.
I've got plenty of time that I can continue to add.
Yes.
Okay. We're going to keep on adding for sure then.
They said that is definitely a good tip because they have trouble curling.
Okay.
That ribbon too, when you showed that wire, I
Yes.
was like, oh wow.
Absolutely. And it's got a great wire, but so I was in dentistry for many years. A lot of you know. My hands hurt. There that thing goes again. There's this motorcycle something wild out there, and dear my life, it is very loud in here. I don't know if you're hearing that. I hope you're not, but
It's in the front truck.
is it right?
Can they hear? I just wonder. Can y'all hear any background stuff, or
Yeah, that's
are
a
you
good thing to
hearing
know.
Misty more than anything?
Right. That is a helpful tip for them to know. Did you guys see I went to dip over here? There's no glue pot over here, y'all. Oh my word, when you are not in your shop, it's funny. It's funny the things that you do. All right. And now we're just having fun going in and feeling around. Did y'all see I'm talking, kind of teaching a little bit. Do you see it didn't take long to make this wreath either? So it is super duper simple to be able to do this. It's not going to be hard for you, but it looks like it took you a long time to do it. And that's the beauty of something like this. With a kit like this, it looks like, oh man, and you could say, oh, I'll spend hours making that. When in all reality, it really doesn't take that much time. You'll get the hang of it. Now, here's something else that I can show you that we can do as a pro tip. You don't have to with this ribbon, but you can certainly go ahead and we can actually glue the ends of ribbons if you're worried about fray on a ribbon. That is a great way. You can fold up the ends and you can actually put some glue on one of the stems. Right into here. Glue that ribbon tail into place. Now we don't have to worry about frays. We don't have to worry about anything at all on these ribbon tails because we have just taken and folded up the ends and put the glue on there, and that takes care of that. So that's also a tip you can do on any design. You can take the ribbon tails, once again, put the glue right here. Go ahead and just hold that, let it dry. And now there's no frays, no anything that you have to worry about because as things stay outside, no matter how awesome it is, that can happen, but that will alleviate that issue completely to do that. All right. Now let me talk to you about this because you're continuing to see I'm on a nail. One of the, I'm laughing because that's not typically what you would hang a wreath on. But one of the things that you can do with this is you can use a command hook. Pro tip, put command hooks on your door and that will hold your wreaths really well, or a wreath hanger. Do you guys have wreath hangers or anything here that you offer at TMI Gifts for people to put their wreaths on? Do. There you go. So they have the wreath hangers or holders. You can do that and that will definitely make it where you're not having to worry about being on a nail.
They actually come in a 2-pack. We have white and black, so if you have double doors, you can just...
Perfect. So there you go. I figured. I should know that you had that for sure. I shouldn't even question it. There's not too many things that TMI Gifts does not have to offer as far as products. So get your wreath hangers here as well. We're continuing to fill in. No way, there's another motorcycle. I'm glad you can't hear that. I don't know what's going on out there, but all right.
I just want to say, I love the bell pick. I feel like that's one of the most unique items in this.
Yes,
I feel like
do
you don't see a
too.
bell pick.
Absolutely, bell picks. And guys, this isn't going to drive you crazy. I've heard that too. Like, is this going to ring all the time or jingle on the bell all the time? And the answer to that is no. It's just a little jingling. This, just to show you, it's not. And another thing that you can do that is helpful, if you're worried about this bell going against the door and making a noise, one trick that you can do is put a small felt pad like that you use on furniture. You can just take one, put it right behind this bell to alleviate the noise of that banging on a door. So you can always do that. Also with like door rounds or anything like that, you can put that felt pad on the back to alleviate that. So that is another pro tip that you can use, is those felt pads on things like that. So
It's so smart.
I needed that pro tip.
yes, that is very helpful, and I do that a lot. Okay.
You can have this.
I do see Miss Lindsay will be coming up soon. There's all the things getting set up and doing all the things. All right. I've got to pull this down because I'm not tall enough, guys. I've got to pull it down, and I know I'm driving y'all crazy coming off of this nail, but I've got to. My table at home adjusts. And I know that you can't tell, but I'm very short. So, yeah. We've done. I miss the adjustable table, but we're making it work, so forgive me. I can't reach this otherwise, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. We'll do this. We're going to fluff these out.
If you're short, what am I?
Yeah, for
We just won't talk about that. Oh. But I do. I have a table that lifts up and down to help me.
I feel like you're the normal height, actually.
I love it. Thank
For
you.
a woman, I mean.
I appreciate that. All right, glue strings here. Let's hang this again. All right, the nail's killing me back. All right. The nail, be aware, you wouldn't have that on the nail.
Sue said the greenery has the right balance of light to dark.
Yes.
Like nature's thumbs up.
Absolutely, 100%. Okay, so I want to show you something with this. We have lots of things left over. We have a pine cone, a single pine cone here. You've got eucalyptus here, pine cone here, a spray. What we will do is, if you have seen lanterns, we will build a lantern topper, have a bow. You can put this on porch decor and all of the things. So you could have this wreath on your door. Then we can build that lantern swag so that you could have a lantern on a cute little table to coincide. If you had garland over your door, I'm going to teach you how to do a couple more bows out of this that you can put in your garland. So there's going to be endless opportunities with this kit, and it's 25% off. So you can use the code Misty, MISTY20 for 25% off just today until midnight. Midnight your time. Midnight your time. So hey, if you're like me on Eastern Central Standard, don't remember that. If you're Eastern Standard and all the things, just remember it's midnight their time, and you should take advantage of that for sure. Do we have any questions?
Debbie just said as soon as my wreath board is empty, I'm making this.
Woohoo, Debbie!
Timmy said you're not short, you're just fun size.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank
And
you
they're
so much.
just saying it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Stunning.
Well,
Now, Misty,
yes.
you still have a little bit of time.
Yeah,
Is
let's talk.
Is there anything you would like us to get, like a kit for you to show? That
Absolutely.
You've got coming
I
up?
would. Do you guys? Okay, here's the question. Would you like to see a kit? I would say the answer is yes. Come on. We can show a kit. But before we do that, are there any questions that you have for me about this kit, about what comes in the kit? Anything that you've seen today? Please, now is the time to ask. Sometimes when you're not holding these products like I am, you might have questions, and I can go ahead and address them because I'm here with a product. I have my hands on it and all of the things. So please ask so that you know.
Now, I don't know if they know this.
Yes.
But, and I know Lori mentioned it, but if you want to touch on the buyer's giveaway at the end of the night,
Yes.
whoever has purchased an order today will go into that buyer's like a drawing for that.
Did you guys just hear that? At the end of the night. Now, let me get this straight. Let me make sure I understand. They have to comment throughout the day. How will this work as far as how you're going to choose that for the giveaway? Tell me some of the
So-
details, because I don't even know.
Yeah. So, in order to get the giveaways
Yes.
in between the lives, you have to comment and engage.
Okay.
And we do a random drawing
All right.
and on who is commenting
Okay.
in that live. So, whoever wins the gift card for after your live will win that because they have been commenting in your live. They have
Oh
been
my
active.
goodness.
They have
See?
been engaging.
See, guys, all that engagement's going to pay off. So if you're watching the designers today, the ones after me, comment, engage, do all of the things, because that's advantageous for not only them, but for you. It's going to get you those giveaways, your chance to win. Now, I'm just asking, and I think I know the answer. We're not telling exactly what all the giveaways are, right? They have to stay tuned, or are we?
They have to stay tuned. You'll
Okay.
know when we announce the winners.
Yes. Okay.
So-
Make sure you're engaging. Make sure that you're talking to the designers. Making sure that you are getting your chance for what they're giving away. All right. We are going to talk about future kit. Give me just a second. Let me clean this.
I may have been biased when I picked this out.
Uh-oh, may have been biased. Okay, let's see. What do we have? All right. Do you guys remember how I said that right now it's the Christmas season, it's the holiday season, but you know, especially if you're a designer and a wreath maker, we have to be seasons ahead, right? So I was playing with hearts, like for Valentine's Day for a kit. So let's talk about one of the kits that's coming out for Valentine's Day, all right? Now here's something that if you do know me and you do follow me, there's something in this kit that I think you are going to be very surprised by. Do you guys see what this is? It is mesh, people. I love grapevines, but this kit actually has mesh in it, all right? Look at this. It was the focal point for this design. The red and gold heart. Camera is not going to do this justice, but this was the focal point for the design. We've got the red picks here. Okay. We've also got gold picks in this kit. Multiple gold picks in this kit. A little bit of flour you may not anticipate that's going to go into the swag that we're going to use. Now listen, if you've been watching any of the videos from the weekend, this was something that I picked out as one of my favorite things at TMI Gifts, and you can see I wasn't kidding. I have put this ribbon into the swag kit, and there again, it is absolutely gorgeous. This is budget friendly. It has a great wire in it. In the shop throughout this whole store, this ribbon is used in places and it is stunning. So this, even though we're decorating with it for Christmas on some of this stuff here, I'm using this in a Valentine's Day kit. So pro tip, your ribbons don't have to just be used for Christmas. Think about reds can be used for Valentine's Day. Golds can be used for Valentine's Day. So we're going to use this. We've got a swag here that we're going to use as well. Now this has not been loved on. If you're making a swag, you know you've got to take the time to fluff this out and really make this come to life again, right? So we would, yes.
They really said the heart is stunning.
This heart is stunning. So you're kind of getting a visual. Now, I'm not going to tell you all the things and how this is going to go together, but this is absolutely gorgeous. You got to wait until we make this kit together, y'all. But this is one of the kits that I did pick out and that I did work on that's going to be coming out for Valentine's Day. And the mesh, I don't know if I did that justice. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? This will make that really full. It ties in perfectly to the red here. Another thing, look at the golds line up with that gold. And I don't know if you can see this on camera. This actually has diamond appearance here, jewel appearance here, all the way around this heart. So look at that. And that's going to go in the center of our swag as our focal point for Valentine's Day, along with the florals, along with the gold and along with the red sprays. So this is one of the kits that's coming out for Valentine's Day. And guess what? Even though we're in the fourth quarter kickoff and thinking about holiday and Christmas and all the things, you could shop now. Use code Misty20 and get 25% off. Put this aside. If you're not ready to do hearts and all the things, put this aside and you still got that discount that you utilized on this swag. That is a smart way to shop, save you some money, and you're going to be set for the future. So that is a wonderful way to be prepared for that.
Everybody loves that.
You love it.
Okay,
You
it's
love
the
it,
heart.
and it's for Valentine's
ribbon.
Day.
They
Did you
love
see what
the
we did there? You love it, and it's for Valentine's Day. It was perfect. When I was walking around, I'm serious, I'm going to show it one more time. When I was walking around in the store, and I seen this, it was a must for me to use this. So I'm super excited about that swag.
They're all loving the ribbon in it.
They're love. It's one of my favorite things. I told you this is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of times, like I said, you don't think to use Christmas ribbon, right, on a Valentine swag. But I'm telling you, if you have a ribbon like this, hey, I just had an idea. I just thought about something. If you would get this kit today, right, 25% off today, because that's not staying, guys. That's not just some sales pitch. They don't do this often. 25%. You could use a little bit of this for Christmas. All right, just a little bit. And then use a little bit for this. And we would still have a little bit left over to make a bow together later, right? Because when you're doing the kits and swags with me, that's one of the things that was important to me, was to show you what to do in addition to the wreaths and the swags that come in a kit. So, just saying, that could be very helpful to use this ribbon in many, many ways. Do we have any questions? Please, it is your time to ask away if you have anything that you want to know. I can continue to talk, but I would love to use this time to answer your questions.
While you're waiting on
Thank
some
you.
questions to come through, will you tell us one more time where everybody can follow you?
Absolutely.
Where they can purchase your
Yes.
wreaths and about Pearl Circle.
I would be happy to. So I am in all the places, okay? It's under Little Luxuries NC. And a lot of the things that I'm going to be doing for TMI Gifts is going to go on my YouTube channel. So those tutorials, those teachings will be when we're not doing lives and I'm doing things to teach you what to do with like leftover ribbon.
Misty, going for a ride.
Going for a ride. They're
Sorry.
coming closer. But when we have the leftover ribbon, the leftover greenery, all of those things are going to be on the YouTube channel, all right? So that you can follow along. Just like I heard somebody today say, I'm so nervous, what if I can't make that bow? Even though that was Tiffany. Maybe some of you are thinking the same thing. If you will go to the YouTube page, I will show you how to do this when I get home. Yo, it's not hard. And I will do something, you know, Miss Lori here is known for those beautiful hand bows. I'm going to make it with a bow maker. All right? So it's for those of you who like to use a bow maker. Maybe your hands hurt like mine do. All those years of dentistry, y'all, my hands are sore. I'm not even that old, right? Right? But I will show you how to do this on a bow maker so that you can see how to do this and you can do it too. We will do that on my YouTube channel. Also, the Pearl Circle, I get lots of questions about that. That is a community that is $15 a month where I teach you all the things. We do designs in there. We do community support. We have community boards. We have all of the things to teach you about website and Etsy and anything that you need to know. Shipping, because when you're first starting out as a wreath maker, great, you got to sell, but how in the world do you ship a wreath? So we talk about those things as well, and all are welcome. It's a great community. And I know that some of the pearls are on here today, so huge shout out to you. Thank you so much for that. And that is littleluxuriesnc.com. So you can go there. I would love to have you. I'd be honored for you. And you guys teach me a lot too. I'm not the only one that's teaching. I learn a lot from you as well. And we have a huge amount of people that are in there. And I'm like, I did not know that. So we learn from each other. I don't pretend to know everything. So
They love the live.
they love the
One
live.
question: when you make a wreath from a kit, do you price it out? Like, how do you price? They want to know if they're reselling it. How do they do
Oh
that?
boy. Now that's a whole thing. You could learn that in Pearl Circle. I could talk to you about pricing. I could talk to you about how to do that. That's not really a conversation because that could lead to a long time, and I need Lindsay to be able to go up next. So that can come with a lot of questions, and there's a lot of ways to answer that. In the Pearl Circle, we talk about that in great detail. I give you resources, tools, PDFs that you can download, all of the things that you can have. When you join the Pearl Circle, you come in and there's already a loaded library. There's already all the things that you have that will help you. There's PDFs, there's schedules, there's calendars. There's videos pre-recorded on there where I'm walking you through and showing you all of the things inside the portal. And then we do lives. Every Tuesday I'm live in there and we learn together on lives. And you can engage with me. You can talk with me. I can talk back to you and you can ask all the questions. For more information, you can message me. But you can join the Pearl Circle at littleluxuriesnc.com. And also don't forget, TMI Gifts, 25%. I'm going to say this as much as I can because I'm excited. I need to shop too. Y'all, 25% is a big deal. Code MISTY20, MISTY20. Use that code. I'm going to shop myself tonight. Like, I have to head out. I'm shopping. I'm shopping tonight and adding carts because I haven't had a chance. I've been busy putting together kits. But I have the whole crew surrounding me. What is it? Are you up next? Can we do a time check? How am I? How am I doing?
I think you've done amazing.
Yes.
I came over here just a few minutes ago because I wanted to see it. So, like, I kind of knew the vision that you had.
Yes.
And, Misty, this is where I learned so much from y'all just by, when I pull your things sometimes, I'm like, I don't know if I would use that eucalyptus because I think of that as an everyday greenery, y'all,
Right.
and it is phenomenal in that wreath. Can I please have the wreath?
Absolutely, you